Gets me through my morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy on Nova.
Jodes, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times, you'd forget your head if it wasn't screwed on. What about that time, producer Molly, when Jodie turned up to work and she wasn't wearing pants?
Oh.
We're like, what are you doing, Jodes?
That was
She's
a
like,
lot.
I forgot to put pants on.
Oh, okay, smarty pants. All right.
You weren't wearing any pants, not even smarty pants.
Okay, I need to be made to feel better in this situation because I've forgotten something quite significant and I want other people to join in and say they also forgot other things that were quite significant on 13 24 10.
It's a group chat. On top of that as well, best call this morning, score yourself some Teddy Swims tickets. Ooh.
Okay, so Andrew Hayes, the other night, I was at home and my daughter was home from school. She wasn't feeling well. And she was lying on the couch all feverish and everything. And I said, I'll run you a coolish bath.
Oh, good on you.
And she was like, thank you so much, Mummy. That's so lovely. And so, I go to the bathroom and I start the bath. And then I went to the kitchen to prepare dinner. A delicious pasta bake made out of a jar.
Oh, particularly when you're sick, that absolutely just hits the spot. Some of that beautiful jar goodness.
Yeah. So bath's running. I'm in the kitchen. I get distracted by said pasta bake, just trying to inject a few vegetables so my kids don't die of malnutrition. That pasta bake took 40 minutes to bake, and as the timer went off, I went, I'm forgetting. What am I forgetting? Oh, my God. Ran into our ensuite bathroom and it had flooded. It had flooded, I reckon, probably, 30 centimetres. And so it had seeped from the bathroom into the carpet in the bedroom sort of walk-in area. And after a couple of days, it started to stink, like vile, sort of mouldy smell.
Yeah.
And so I rang one very prominent carpet cleaning company who have catch a jingle, and I was like, they'll be able to help me. And they're like, oh, no, if the carpet stinks, it's already mouldy. There's nothing we can do. You have to get new carpet. And I was like,
That's expensive. That's insanely expensive. One thing I will say as well, they're just the biggest of enemies, and that is water and carpet.
Yeah.
They will never get along.
Water and woolen carpet, I've since discovered is not good. So the upshot is I called a local company. Thank you so much for being infinitely more helpful. And they sent someone out. They cleaned it yesterday at a cost of $770.
Oh, jeez.
So that's an expensive bath, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Yes. So anyway, someone make me feel better, please.
You want some allies in this space, don't you?
I need some friends. Please give us a call on 13 24 10 and tell me what you forgot as well.
Yes, best call this morning. Do you know what? We'll find some allies for you straight away, Jodes. 13 24 10, what did you forget? Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. How are you?
We are going well. Please tell me what you forgot, Sam.
Well, I went into the post office, forgot to put the handbrake on my car, came out and went, someone started my car. It was in Kentstown. My car had literally gone out of the parking and started rolling down Little Rundle Street.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
Excellent. Oh, how did it finish, Samantha? Did it bash into something?
No, well, thankfully, it just stopped and there was no damage on it. And everybody, people were beeping their horns and I'm like, there's nobody in the car. It's locked.
I love it that the people are beeping their horns and Sam's probably strutting into the post office going, oh, I've still got it. I'm still hot.
Where's my car? It's off.
Oh,
See, there you go. So you got one ally, Samantha.
Oh, thank you, Samantha.
It's nice.
Don't damage those.
13 24 10, what did you forget? Let's make Jodie feel a little bit better in this space because it happens. If I had $1, Jodes, for every time that I'd left my keys, wallet and phone on top of my car, I think I'd be upwards of $20 to $25.
You've smashed a few phones, haven't you, that
At
way?
least 3 from leaving on top of my car. And there's always, I've also lost 2 pairs of Ray-Bans, leaving them on top of the car. And what's even more annoying is there's always the moment where you're like, oh, yeah, I heard that come off my roof.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I was wondering what
That's
that
about 10 minutes after you realise.
Yeah, it's infuriating. 13 24 10, let's do this morning. What did you forget that cost you?
We'll take your calls next. Let's make Jodes feel better about herself because you can be very, very forgetful.
Let's go to Stephen. What on earth did you do?
So something very similar to you, but I think on a more extreme level.
Oh, no.
We were going away for a long weekend, so it was a Friday afternoon, and we were packed, ready to go. And I thought to myself, I'll just fill up a big bowl of water for our cat. That was sort of just, cats, they look after themselves.
Sure.
So I put the bowl over the plug in the sink and filled it, started turn the water on. and it didn't realise that would then cover the sink, and we jumped in the car, drove away. We got back 3 days later, and as we were opening the door, there was water flowing out of our front door, and I thought, what the hell is going on? Flooded our whole house. Our whole kitchen needed to be pulled out and replaced because everything was soggy and wet. Carpets needed to be pulled up. Flooring needed to be pulled up. So, yeah, ended up costing us about $10,500.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Yeah, and then on top of that, about 2 months later, we got the water bill, which was about $600. So that was just the icing on the cake.
That is outstanding. So you're obviously, when you get back from a long weekend, you're not feeling your best,
No.
are you? Because
Tired.
you're a little bit sad because you got to go back to work. Also,
Yeah.
you've probably overindulged.
Yeah.
And then when you open up the door, and it's just a flood of water that comes out.
Oh, man.
That's the cherry on top.
What about the whack in the face 2 months later when SA Water go, hey, you know that time you flooded the house and it cost
Yeah.
you $10,000? Here's an extra $600.
You got to pay for it.
Oh, Stephen, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the call, though. I do feel so much
outstanding.
better.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Isn't that me rejoicing in other people's pain that's
Yeah.
worse than mine?
It's good. Let's all suffer together.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Can we take one more call?
Megan, what happened when you were pregnant, Megan?
Well, I was getting dressed one day, went to work and thought, oh, geez, it's a little bit breezy, and looked down and I was not wearing any pants.
Oh, no.
Yep, actually got to the car before I realised I wasn't wearing pants.
Is half of that as well, Megan, because you're 6 months pregnant and obviously you're very much showing that you can't even see down there.
No.
So you can't make a checklist in your brain.
Yeah.
No. And of course, wearing a big long top because you know, nothing fits apart from the big clothes.
Yeah.
So, it looked down and everything was out.
If it's any
She's so alternative. Look at her go.
If it's any consolation, Megan, at 6 months pregnant, you can't see your own woo-woo, so I doubt anyone else would have seen it.
That is very true, very true.
Oh, Megan, what a free spirit. Just
I know,
pantsless.
I know.
Pants off Friday. Thank you to everybody who contributed this morning, Jade. Do you feel better about yourself?
So much better.
Oh, my gosh. We're all in this together.
He's amassed over 8.7 billion streams globally with hits like this. From Atlanta, he's one of the biggest breakout stars the industry has seen. He's about to bring his I've Tried Everything But Therapy tour to the Adelaide Entertainment Centre October 27th. Please welcome Teddy Swims.
Teddy, hello.
Yeah, hot intro, man. I love that.
Yeah, you like that? You can thank producer
Yeah,
Molly for
good.
that. She put her heart and soul into it. Teddy.
Way to go.
Okay, so Teddy, I'm just going to paint the scene here because we can see you in your hotel room. Whereabouts are you and what are you drinking? What's in that big glass of what appears to be a wine goblet?
I'm in Buenos Aires. We're doing Lollapalooza out here in a couple of days, and I'm having a double GNT, my baby, a little gin and tonic.
Yes. Teddy, can we take a bit of a trip down memory lane? Because I feel like I was probably a lot of people, and this was years and years ago, Jodes. It went viral on YouTube. I think it was social media. So I first discovered you, like so many other people, when you did this. In a world where there's so many good singers, to stand out doing a cover song, you've got to be friggin' phenomenal. Like, did you know, Teddy, that you were going to get so much attention from this cover of Journey back in the day?
Dude, I had no, we were just in a green room and we were in Antwerp, I believe, where that little video happened. And my pianist, JJ, started playing it. And I sang the first two lines. Somebody happened to pull out a camera. I remember my manager, Luke, calling me when that happened, like 30 minutes after it was posted, and was like, you just posted this and it's already at like 1 million views. It was nuts how fast that thing just was going crazy. And I did like a lot of YouTube covers in my life, and we had put all this like different work and heart into it. And I'm telling you, what I did in like 3 years on YouTube was all trumped in a week of singing 2 lines of a Journey song. And I got a chance to sing with them and like do a bunch of stuff with them. And it was like, dude, social media is the most powerful thing in the world, man. That I still get tagged in that video every day. People are still discovering that particular video every day.
Teddy, we were talking about you the other day because there's a little thing going around on Instagram with Chapel Roan back in 2001 when she's singing in front of 50 people on her Casio piano in a park, and then it morphs into her singing in front of 100,000 people at Austin, Texas. Does it still blow your mind how quickly that meteoric rise can go? And do you have to be a pretty strong person to be able to deal with that absolute escalation in fame?
Yeah, I think there's an adjustment that I've had to do, but also it's always about, like, you know, I think for me, again, we always still go busk or sing at a karaoke bar or wherever they'll let us sing. You know, I'm a firm believer if your mom's in her house playing Lose Control, I'm walking through the neighborhood and I'm knocking on the door asking to sing it with her. You know what I mean? Like, I love singing. I'm here to sing. You know what I mean? I love singing. So I don't care if there's 2 people. I don't care if there's 3 billion people. I'm doing this ultimately for me, you know, and I love singing and I love the way it makes me feel. And I love the expression of I do something that I love. And so I always try to keep that at the heart of it, you know, and not keep the pressure of 100,000 people or so on. I mean, I'm honored to be playing at big crowds, but at the end of the day, you know, like, I'm so lucky that I get to do this. And if I was doing it for 2 people tomorrow, or if I was doing this to 2 billion people tomorrow, I get to do this. And it's the freaking coolest job in the world, man. And that's all that there is to it. You know, I'm so happy I get to express myself.
The great Teddy Swims that joins us. He's going to stick around and we need to talk about fatherhood next. Teddy Swims on Adelaide's Nova 919 live from South America.
Teddy, in one of the most exciting developments of your life, you're about to become a dad this year. Is that right?
Yeah, we're doing June 15th is the day currently. So
yeah, right. And how are we feeling about that?
A little boy.
No,
yeah,
little baby Teddy, Teddy Jr.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to meet him. I'm that is the biggest thing in my life right now. My whole sky just revolves around, like, I'm so excited. And to see this woman, man, Raish is just carrying this baby, 6 months pregnant, and still, like, going and doing music videos and getting to Pilates every morning. Like, this is the strongest woman I've ever met in my life.
Double J&T, raise the glass.
Yeah, I tell her all the time, she's eating for 2, I'm drinking for 3, baby. You know what I mean?
Are you going to be there for the birth?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, we had to move everything in June. We had to cancel a bunch of stuff and push it back so I could be home all of June. And we're buying a house currently around the Nashville area so we can start, like, you know, building this little life and this family and this house. And we're really excited to see what life is bringing us, man. And to afford all that just by doing what we love is such a wonderful thing, man. Like, isn't this truly the dream of life, you know, like, to just sing songs and build a home and a family. And I don't know, I'm so lucky. God has smiled on me, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, we're lucky. Do you know what? We're lucky because we get to hear you. I got one final question. Who impresses you? Because I would feel like 100% of every singer on this planet listens to you and go, oh my God, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Who blows your socks off?
Currently, right now, I think the best singer in the world is, and I might be a little biased because he's my best friend and he's sings back up for me on my shows, and I don't even know why he does this. This guy, Devin Velez, is the greatest singer on the planet, and also I don't know why he's even doing backup because he's my friend. I guess he wants to, like, do me a favor, but this guy is the best singer in the world, y'all.
That'd be pretty awesome to travel the world with your best friend.
Dude, it sucks. There's one song that we do together on the set, and then he gets done singing, and I got to sing another hour and a half. And I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to follow that? Like, he's absolutely the most incredible human being. Like, the best guy ever, too. I love me some Devin Velez.
Teddy Swims, the I've Tried Everything But Therapy tour. It's coming out your Adelaide Entertainment Centre, October 27. By then, you will be a brand new dad. All the best for the birth. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
He's one of Australia's most talented DJs, shot to fame in 2023 with this absolute banger. And since then, the man who loves a bucket hat has amassed well over 1 billion streams of his music. Happy New Year, Australia! Playing Nova's Red Room, where you can see him live. Please welcome Cyril.
Hello.
Good morning, Cyril.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, we're so good. Welcome to Jodie and Hazy, and also welcome to Nova's Red Room, if you don't mind.
So excited.
Mate, you have achieved your progression right at the moment is actually really fascinating to watch. Is this some sort of bucket list as well that you want to tick off? I mean, you've got some big things on the horizon, but I feel like Nova's Red Room is pretty cool because we only go for the best artists.
Top shelf.
Mate, it's a dream come true. Like, to do stuff to radio and, do stuff around Australia is just, absolutely phenomenal. Like, I never take anything for granted, and being able to do Nova Red Room is just absolutely huge.
When you hear figures like, okay, so stumbling in 510 million streams, Sound of Silence 398 million streams. What is it?
400 million since yesterday, actually.
Oh, sorry.
You got to keep up to date. It's always evolving. It'll be 401 by the end of this interview, probably.
What on earth do those figures do to a young kid from the country, basically?
I don't know. I just looking like, hell yeah. But then I'll just keep going on with my day and just try to make more bangers to get more big hits.
Mate, do you know what's really fascinating as well is that we keep on hearing from other people about you, how that you are a laid-back kid from the country who likes to wear a bucket hat, who spins incredible tunes. Like, you're very, very grounded. Can you please keep that?
Absolutely, mate. I don't want to change a thing. Like, I don't worry about that.
Well, one of the most grounded things we saw on your Instagram was you going home to Darwin, I presume. Is that where your mum lives?
No, out in Uavalon. She lives in Wagga Wagga, but we all met in Uavalon. I surprised my dad, and the only person that knew was Mum because she lived in Wagga. So I was like, Mum, I'm coming home. You can't tell anyone.
Yeah,
so I went home and, I was on the phone to Dad, and it was me, my son, and my missus, and my dad's never met my son or my missus. So we drove out. It took like 3.5 days of like 18 hours a day travel trying to get from Darwin to Uavalon. And, I'm on the phone to Dad. I'm like, how you going? And whatever. And then I've rocked up at Dad's place, and I've walked through the door. And I'm like, all right, I've got to go. And then he's like, yeah, I think someone's here anyways. I'm like, yeah, it's me. I yelled out to him. He's like, what the hell? I don't think he said hell, but, he said something else.
Oh, mate. Yeah. We've got a bit of a clip from your Instagram account.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
I had a cute little shit.
No.
I'm going to cry if I come over to
Do you know what? I just get the feeling that your mum, she would be very good on Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. So that is...
Oh, mate, she's unreal.
That is you presenting your mum with a brand new Mazda, which was so incredibly sweet. Was that really nice for you to be able to give back to your parents?
Absolutely. Mum's always drove a bomb. She's never had money and stuff. But she had this crappy old Ford Falcon. Nothing wrong with Ford, but this Falcon was shocking. And, I didn't even have power steering and just had squeaks and stuff. I'm like, I've got to get Mum a car. So I got home and I got my sister and missus to come over with me. And, we just picked up the car, got home, and then, Mum had no idea. She texts me every couple of days. It's like, I told my friend that you got my new car, and it's got this feature, and it's got a sun visor. The list goes on and on. I'm sick of hearing about the bloody car.
The little perks of a new car.
Now, I just want to ask you, I've seen a clip of Dom Dollar who performed at Live Golf here in Adelaide, and he requested a giant golf ball to do his DJ set from. Is there something you've got in mind, like a giant bucket hat or something that you'd like to perform from?
What's the right list?
I'm surprised Fisher didn't do a big bucket hat, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely. If I was at Live Golf and I was on Don Dollar's level, I would definitely have a big bucket hat.
Well, Cyril, we cannot wait to meet you when you come to Adelaide for Nova's Red Room. It's going to be huge at Gluttony. We will be there, front row and centre on the night, just hands in the air.
Fancy Fridays, Fancy Fridays, da 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 da. Fancy Fridays.
See, I tell you what, Joe, no one loves Friday more than you and me. On top of that as well, Cyril's going to be here for Nova's Red Room, and then chuck in Ryan Fitzgerald, and this is me. Too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Have you just shot yourself? What's going on there? What was that?
No comment. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm coming in quicker than Gout today. Actually, we spoke to The other day we spoke to Bruce McAvaney. There's a special on Channel 7 this Sunday night. Did you see that? Spotlight on Gout Gout.
Yes, same trajectory as Usain Bolt. This young man is just incredible. And what about the name confusion? It was Gout Gout, and then his family came out and said it's Gwot Gwot, and he's like, no, let's go back to Gout Gout.
Well, but see, Bruce called him Gout Gout, and I didn't question it. You can't question, because if there's anyone that gets the pronunciation of names the best, it's Bruce McAvaney, isn't it? He never gets anything wrong.
Yeah, if Bruce came up to me and he was like, your name from now on is Knob, I'd be like, I guess my name's Knob Hayes. Thank you very much, Bruce.
I've been trying to make that stick for ages. Hey, Fitzy, I want to ask you about this video that has landed in my inbox of you being told live on air that you've forgotten your anniversary. Talk to me.
It was one of the worst. It would have been around about, I reckon, 12, 13 years ago, and Whipper on air just brought everything down, music down, and said, have you forgotten something? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? And he kept going and going, and I realised it was March 16, and on March 15 is my wedding anniversary.
Oh, no.
And I completely, and BJ was on the line, and it was, oh my gosh, when you... It was a horrible feeling, because I think she was a bit pissed off.
Just stand by, caller, because we've got a little snippet here. Have a listen to this.
Tell me about today.
What about today?
Tell me about it.
What, my parents are coming over today?
Is that the significant thing?
Yeah.
That's it? It's your wedding anniversary, idiot. It's engraved on the inside of your wedding ring that you've got on your finger.
I'm still with her though, guys. We don't love each other, but we're still together.
Separate bedrooms.
This is one of these situations where you're hanging in there till the kids leave home, till the kids have finished year 12.
Boys are getting close too.
We didn't sign a prenup, so I have to stay with her for the kids. It's very interesting because I felt so bad. But did you leave the tap running, Jodes, and did you flood the bathroom?
So I don't know if it's an age thing, but I'm just getting to the point where I forget everything, absolutely everything. And so I ran. My daughter wasn't very well the other night, so I was like, "Do you feel like a bath?" And she said, "Yes, please, Mummy." Yeah. And so I went in and I ran the bath, and then proceeded to go and make a pasta bake. And
yes.
I'm not even joking. That pasta bake was in the oven for 40 minutes.
And then she went on an overseas trip.
and at the 40-minute mark, I went, oh, shit.
Oh,
I forgot. And so it ran in. It had flooded not only the bathroom, but all of the carpet in our ensuite.
So what do you do then? You got to get some big fans in, Jodes, just to dry it out.
Well, I rang a fairly reputable company who should be able to alleviate the problem, because that is what all their advertising says. They're like, nah, we can't help you with that. You're just going to have to get some new carpet. Nightmare. And it stunk, Fitzy.
Oh,
horrible. And Hazy, you forgot to get a kick out in the footy field quite a bit, didn't you?
Every single time I'd go home and then I'd go to the Happy on a Saturday night and I'd be sitting there and be like, what do I not to do today? Oh, that's right, I forgot to get a stat. Hey, Fitzy, before we let you go, Crows against Essendon. Are you in?
Look, the only thing I'm worried about here is that we've got a shocking record at the MCG, and it's one of our very few games at the MCG, but I am confident, Hazy. I was there last week, and it was unbelievable to watch the confidence these boys have now, so I am confident that we will get up on the weekend. It'll be a close game, but the Crows will beat the Bombers.
There we go. It's a nice little grab to play back Monday if they get belted. So.
We'll be getting me back on the front bar, that's for sure.
Fitzy, thanks so much for your time, mate. Looking forward to catching up next week.
Thanks, guys.